So the bike I am on right now, my Ninja ZX-10R, I crashed it about 3 weeks ago, and it's been sitting in a storage unit because of my last video when we moved. I had crashed it before then. I tried to make a video and lost all the footage of it, but yeah, so I crashed this bike. As you can see, it's okay, but we're taking it to a dealership right now just to get it checked over, make sure that the safety's fine on it. I don't see any leaks, at least that I could see. They might take the fairings off, it might be covered in oil for all I know, but oil level is fine. Appears to be no leaks. Appears to drive just fine. It doesn't feel imbalanced, but I just want a second set of eyes to take a look at it just to make sure that, you know, there truly is nothing wrong with it. I mean, I'm doing 52. I was saying I was telling my wife I wanted to get it looked at before, you know, I took it up on higher speeds, and I know 55 isn't exactly a higher speed, but I just meant interstate speeds, and less than far off. I mean, it's still good, still feels good, still rides good. It's got some scuffs on the fairings, but nothing too crazy. A little scuff on the light over here, nothing too crazy though. I do need some new gloves. I got holes in my gloves. Might get some when we get to the dealership. But yeah, I haven't made a video or really told many people that I wrecked this bike, because it's a little embarrassing when you buy a brand new 2023 sport bike and you've been riding since, I don't know, 2015, 2016 I've been riding since. It's like you've been riding for so long, and I mean, I guess that's not that long, but long enough to know better. And I was definitely riding outside of my comfort zone, going a little too fast around the curve that was a little too tight, just so I could see if I could do it. And I mean, this, you know, motorcycle only has about 887 miles on it. So, not that the tires were new, but I hadn't leaned it over real far on the right side, so I'm wondering if maybe that's what caused my tires to slide a little bit when I was going into this turn. So I'm going into the turn, I feel the tires slide like I'm about to low side kind of slide, and I was able to get it back up straight without low siding. The problem was I was still in the curve, and I went straight because I brought it back up and straight into the curve on the other side of the turn. So a little target fixation because I panicked, because I almost low-sided, and then I just right over it. But I only hit maybe 20 miles an hour. I wasn't, you know, I wasn't hauling ass. I was hauling ass coming into the curve, but by that point I was on the brakes, because when I felt the bike start to slip a little bit, I brought it back up and immediately started braking. Oh, look at that pooper. Look at that poopy. I want to catch the pooper. But I crashed my bike. But I think I got out really lucky. You know, my shoulder hurt a little bit. It's fine now. This was 3 weeks ago. I thought maybe I had torn a rotator cuff. There was no rotator cuff tear. I'm thinking maybe I cracked my the stuff in your shoulder. The stuff. I don't even remember what it's called now. But the stuff. Yeah. Anyway, I might have cracked something. I had an x-ray done. There was nothing there. Went to a doctor. He kind of, you know, had me do some movements to see if there's any tear in my rotator cuffs. You know, he didn't want to do an MRI because I had full range of motion. He basically walked into the room, said, your x-rays look fine, move your shoulder like this, put some pressure on my arm and told me to push up and all this other stuff. And then he goes, yeah, you're fine. And he left. And I don't think they billed me for it. I didn't even have to stop at I think he was like, this kid's just fucking paranoid. I say kid, I'm fucking 32. You know, this guy's paranoid about it, but he's fine, don't charge him. Because I don't think I got charged for that. I think they're just like, you know, because it took them all of maybe 30 seconds. And like, they just told me to leave. Yeah, I didn't check out or anything. They're just like, you can leave. Oh, okay. I don't have to check out anywhere. They went, no, you can just leave. I was like, oh, okay, I guess I'm fine. Like, the bike feels good and that makes me happy, but we are trying to buy a house right now, and my Camaro, I sold my Camaro, which was very upsetting for me. I really didn't want to do that, but our mortgage broker said we could get approved for so much more money if I sold the Camaro. So I was like, well, looks like I'm selling the Camaro. So I sold the Camaro. Neutral. Oop, first gear. So I sold the Camaro, and it feels good not having to make that payment. I was paying $855 freaking dollars a month on that thing. It was so much fun. It, you know, cammed, built heads. It had an AWE track exhaust, which is just like, there's no mufflers, no resonators. It had no cats on it, long tube headers. It was so obnoxiously loud, and it sounded awesome, and I loved that car. But I know I can get another one once we get into a house. I can do the same stuff to it all over again, and I can get my cammed choppy boy back. Maybe even do a vet. Maybe even get me a cammed choppy boy vet. I like the chop. I don't even care about the speed. I like the chop. And you know, now that that's paid off, I still owe on this bike. I still owe a lot because I just got it. And it's nice knowing that, like, it feels good. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I don't have to worry about that. But there was a little piece of me that was like, I hope the frame's cracked. I hope it gets totaled out. I hope the insurance totals it out. And then just, it gets paid off. And then I'm debt free. Zero debts. Until we get into a house. But zero debts. But I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I think it's fine. Which also makes me happy as well, because that means I get to ride it some more. Not much more. It's September. Not much more this year, but I get to ride it again. I like this bike. I like this bike a lot. I don't know about the front end still. I'm still a little iffy about the way the front end of these new ZX-10s look. They're wonky looking. I don't know. But, you know, they're great riding bikes, great handling bikes, great power. I don't even have a tune on this thing and it feels good on power. I mean, this is bone stock. It has a stock exhaust. See? Not loud at all. That was good timing. You know, the last time I was on this, though, was when we were moving. I rode this up to the storage unit and being all leaned over like this. God, that hurt my shoulder. That shit hurt so bad. People, I gotta be quiet. I'm scared of people. Oh, I think we're almost there. There's a mile. shit, now y'all know where I live. Well, I think we're almost here. Yes, we are almost here. I know the street. I know where we're at. Okay, well, okay, love you, bye. Well, just left the dealership. It appears the bike is fine. It's all good. No cracks in the frame, no leaks, no bends. I figured that much, but I just wanted that. I wanted that little peace of mind. It feels good knowing that my wheels aren't going to fall off. However, the chain was loose, and the guy looked at me like I was an idiot. Like, have you had your first service done? And I went, yeah, I did it myself. And he goes, you forgot to tighten your chain. And I went, oh, that's because I'm dumb. I forgot to tighten my chain when I serviced the bike. Because I haven't done a service on a bike since like 2018. I'm a little rusty, but the bike is good. It is not, you know, totaled out. I am not going to be debt free, but that's okay. That's okay, because I got a ZX-10. And the other great part is that means, let's say it was something bad but fixable. That means that I didn't have to file an insurance claim, and then now it goes in the history of the bike, so that way when I post it on Craigslist I can say I know what I have, replace all the fairings, never dropped. Nah, I'm not gonna do that. That's messed up. I'll tell people I crashed it, but that's if I ever even sell this thing. I like this bike. There was just only a little part of me that wanted it to be totaled so I could be debt free, but aside from that, I really like this bike. It's a great bike. The front end's ugly, but it's a good bike. It's fun to drive. I like this little screen. I like it. I'm happy that the bike is fine, and I'm upset with myself that I haven't been riding it, because I've been scared to ride it, because I was scared something was broken on it that I couldn't see because I'm stupid. And I have skipped out on riding for 3 weeks now. I mean, also my shoulder that played a little part into this. Having a hurt shoulder, you know, kind of hurts leaning. It kind of hurts to lean over. Oh my god, I stalled it. I'm such a bitch. Do I even know how to ride? My god. So all is good with my soul, because my bike is good to rock and roll. Also, I really didn't want to file an insurance claim, because my insurance company is they've been a pain in the ass working with recently. Not charging me when they were supposed to charge me. Like, I was supposed to have a bill come out in, of course, August, and it didn't. And I contacted them because I got another bill. I didn't even notice that it didn't come out, but what I did notice was I got an email saying, hey, you owe us on your next whatever, on the next billing date, you owe us like $200 and something frickin' dollars. And I'm going, why do I owe you $200 and something frickin' dollars? I thought we agreed that between me and my wife's bike it was like $100 a month. Emailed them, it said no, it's a double bill, because when you added your wife's bike onto the policy, we didn't charge you for August, so we're just going to charge you for September. And I went, well, why? I told you to charge it in August. specifically told them to charge it in August, and they didn't do it. Because she asked me if I wanted to go ahead and, you know, do like the charge in August, and it would be like a prorate, and I said yes, please do that, and then she didn't. She put it in for just a double charge the next month. It's all the same, and that's fine. It's just frustrating that and it was supposed to be like $100 a month. I was told $100 a month. It was like 101 and some cents. And when I was telling her about, you know, for asking her about why I had a $200 payment coming up, she goes, oh no, that's just a double payment, but after that it will be $119 a month. And I'm going, what do you mean $119 a month? Last month you told me it was going to be freaking $101 a month. So I didn't really want to have to file an insurance claim on that shit. Because if I had to file an insurance claim after constantly complaining to them, they'd just be like, oh, when did this happen? Oh, 3 weeks ago? Yeah, we're not going to do anything about this. And then I'd be screwed. Because I haven't been a good customer. But they haven't been a good company. I mean, they're a good company. It's just one person within the company that sucks. But, you know, whatever. It is what it is. It's over with now. Automatic payments are set up. I've got it set up now where I can do it all online, so I don't have to deal with a human being anymore, which is just the way everything's going. Yeah, let's all do it online. Let AI take over the world. You know what? I don't like that, but at the same time, I kind of like that. I don't like it. Woo! Forget I'm not in my semi. Don't need to take a wide turn like that. Okay, love you. Bye.